An unprecedented strike against three major automakers all at once. We asked experts how this will affect you and your vehicle.
And we have some rain that is tracking into our area. I'll time it out for you next.
Looking to try some international cuisine where you can find food from Italy and Germany around the bi-state today.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
All right, and right now we are focused on a live look at preparations for the Old North St. Louis Tour and Art Festival. We'll get all the info on tickets, festival booths, performances, and more in about 15 minutes. But first, we're focused on something else. It's a very special morning today. You can see Tracy Henson and I are joined by the wonderful Mercedes McKay. Welcome to Weekend Edition.
I'm seriously so excited. We've already had a lot of fun this morning, so I know that will only continue. So we just hope you guys will all join us. We will always have the fun, but also give you exactly what you need to know to start your weekend. Speaking of that, Tracy, I've had a lot of fun with the weather recently. Windows rolled down.
It's been great.
But you're telling us it may change a little?
It is. For everyone who loves summertime weather, that heat, maybe a little humidity, that is all coming back next week. It's not coming back today. Today's going to be very...
all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a little time.
It's going to be very fall-like out there today. Let's not call this overcast, dreary, sad, any of those type of things weather. Angie Henson, my mom, I'm talking to you. This is cozy weather. It makes you want to stay inside, cuddle up with a book maybe. We will have a few light showers out there. As you can see, that's tracking through right now. It will be mostly overcast through the day today. There's that view over Belleville right now, little construction you can see on the roadway out there. Temperature-wise, we're looking at 67 degrees. Humidity has dropped significantly. We're down to about 60%. Very comfortable with winds out of the west at 5 miles per hour. Through the rest of our day today, we're going to make it into the upper 70s.
The American people didn't bail out the big three so they can screw over their own workers.
We're ready for this strike to last as long as it takes.
34 hours. That's how long thousands of United Auto workers have been on strike at three major plants across the country. The GM plant in Wentzville is one of them.
5 on Your Side was there right when the strike began and continued to stay, checking with crews all day yesterday. Our Diamond Palmer spoke with strikers and local politicians on the picket line as the strike gained support.
United Auto workers say they're holding the line for their livelihoods.
So basically, they're 4-hour shifts, and we're here 24/7. So we're here. You might have someone out here at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Ron Lane has worked at the GM plant in Wentzville for nearly a decade. This is his second time striking in his career. He says the demands are simple.
We want to end tiers, and tiers are a breakdown of us by division, by pay scale. And we want to we're fighting for higher wages, higher starting pay.
Lane says what's also on the table are pension and retirement plans after they were removed from employee benefits years ago. He says it's all an effort to improve people's lives. Friday evening marked 24 hours since UAW workers have been on the strike. Politicians, including Lucas Kuntz and the mayor of Wentzville, showed their support, but worry about the long-term effects it will have on the economy.
You know, I'm praying that this doesn't last long. I mean, it's going to hurt the industry. It's going to hurt our community through the region and state, countrywide.
It's all about solidarity and protecting the middle class. You know, what they're asking for is just to catch back up on really the sacrifices they made to keep these companies afloat.
According to strikers, nearly 4,000 people work at the GM plant in Wentzville. Lane says they're ready to stay on the picket line for as long as they have to.
But we're fighting for more than just ourselves. We're fighting for the entire UAW.
Diamond Palmer, 5 on Your Side.
Here's a look at the strikes here in Missouri, in Michigan, and Ohio. The UAW is striking against what they're calling the big three. That's General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis. Now, Stellantis is the parent company for Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and more. And Mercedes, we've been all over this. We want to know how this strike could affect us here in the St. Louis area.
Great question. I think that's something everyone is curious about at this point, right? How it will affect us personally. This is actually the first time anyone has gone on strike against the big three at the same time. So it's hard to say exactly how the consumer is affected. But 5 on Your Side spoke with UMSL Professor of Supply Chain Management, George Zadishin. He says strikes come at a great cost to the company because he believes time time is the most valuable asset a company has. He says once a company loses out on production time, they could lose customers and never get them back.
It does come down to money, but not just that. It's also taking care of your employees, because your employees are any company's greatest asset. So yeah, the language of business is money, but you always have to take care of your people as well.
So Travis, that means the strike may need to last a long time for the UAW to get a deal it's happy with. In the meantime, you should know that dealerships are independent of the companies whose vehicles they sell, so they'll stay open. Not all production is stopping immediately. The big three don't account for every automaker. Toyota, BMW, and Tesla are still making vehicles and parts. But if you own a make from one of the big three, you'll eventually wait longer and pay more for parts when supplies runs low.
Mercedes, thank you. Right now, there's another strike looming for our area this month. The nurses at St. Louis University Hospital gave notice they'll be going on strike for 24 hours starting Monday, September 25th. For months, they've been picketing while still working for the hospital, voicing their concerns about short staffing, patient care, and workplace violence. Now, there have been ongoing negotiations since May, but no deal was reached. The hospital responded saying, quote, "We're disappointed the National Nurses Organizing Committee has chosen to pull nurses away from patient care to participate in a strike rather than continue our discussions at the bargaining table," end quote. The nurses gave 10 days notice so the hospital could make plans for patient care during the strike. And both strikes will have an effect on our region. We will update you as they progress on air, online at ksdk.com, and on our 5+ app. It's free to download on your phone's app store.